Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
8 Ways Sister Wives Season 19 was affected by Robin Brown's odd conduct. Sister Wives Season 19 has been challenging for both the Brown family and the audience, but Robin Brown's constant on-screen displays of her eccentric behavior have negatively impacted the program in many ways. Although Robin, Kody Brown's sole surviving wife, has long been a challenging component of the family, many viewers have found it upsetting to hear her discuss her problems during Sister Wives Season 19. Robin has remained in the show when Kody's marriages to Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Meri Brown fell apart, but in the most recent season, her actions have gotten stranger. Although it hasn't been pleasant to watch Kody's marriages to his past spouses fall apart, his marriage to Robin has long been more problematic than any of his previous partnerships. Even though Robin and Kody seem to really like each other, it's obvious that they have had difficulty integrating their lifestyles since they moved in together full-time. Robin has a lot more time to spend with Kody now that his other spouses aren't involved, and her eccentricities are more noticeable on film. Robin was portrayed in Sister Wives Season 19 in a fresh and unfavorable way. It was difficult for viewers who understood what to look for to see Robin throughout Sister Wives Season 19, despite the fact that she has always been one of the show's more emotional cast members. Although Robin's emotions have always been volatile, she had been managing her emotions a little better after resolving Kody's divorces and re-establishing a new normal with her spouse. Even while Robin might not have been deliberately flattening herself on camera before this season, it seemed like she might have. The Brown family endured through a lot in Sister Wives Season 19, and it was heartbreaking to watch Robin change from being angry and irritated in the beginning of the season to being in pain and suffering at the end. By the end of the season, Robin was obviously playing on viewers' emotions, knowing that she could win over some viewers with her poignant moments. Many of her emotional outbursts felt forced, even when she was experiencing strong emotions. Confusion was caused by Robin's selective memory. Robin appeared to have a more selective memory than any other Brown family member during Sister Wives Season 19. Although Robin's recollection has generally been good, particularly in the most recent seasons of the show, she had trouble recalling specifics during the season and occasionally claimed she couldn't recall events she was there for. Robin was obviously attempting to project a more positive image of herself by denying facts that can negatively affect how Sister Wives fans perceive her. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, Robin appeared to be making a concerted effort to create her own version of events, even though she knew the truth would eventually out. Robin expressed her emotions and her thoughts during her candid interview, but her selective recall throughout the season caused problems with other family members. Audiences were left feeling conflicted by Robin's recounting of events, which made others appear false or incorrect. Robin's lack of responsibility was annoying. Robin's lack of accountability is nothing new, but it has been one of the most devastating aspects of Sister Wives, particularly in the most recent season. Even if Robin occasionally accepts responsibility for her acts, it's usually the smallest amount of blame or accountability. She often makes it apparent that even if she was involved in a problem or discussion, she does not bear responsibility for the reasons behind it, where it went wrong, or the ultimate outcome. Robin's most harmful trait has always been this, but this season it was very severe. Robin has consistently attempted to clarify that none of the problems are her responsibility when talking about where things went wrong with Kody's older children. Sadly, Robin's words and deeds don't align, particularly when considering what viewers of Sister Wives have heard and seen on camera. It is difficult to believe Robin because of her inability to accept responsibility, which has resulted in contradictory stories on the show. Robin's treatment of Kody seems manipulative. It became evident as Sister Wives Season 19 went on that Kody's edit was intended to make him appear more like a victim than a criminal. Even while it wasn't the case in practice, it was clear that Robin had a greater and more damaging influence on Kody's actions than in the past. Even though it wasn't always visible on film, Robin seemed to be making all of the decisions for the family, which made it difficult for Kody to make his own judgments. It felt as though Robin was frequently pressuring Kody to do what she wanted, when she wanted, for reasons she firmly believed in, even though she may not have been manipulating him in the manner that appeared. Although Kody has frequently deferred to Robin in the past, Robin seemed to be arguing more against what was best for her husband during Sister Wives season 19, given the problems Kody was having with his kids. Whether intentional or not, Robin's manipulative actions were a difficult aspect of the season. Robin's lack of compassion was evident. Robin's lack of empathy during Sister Wives season 19 was startling, even though she frequently gives the impression that she is emotionally locked off on the show until she wants to exploit it. The core family, as Robin referred to them, was the only group of people she seemed to care about during the season. Instead of embracing the fact that Kody has 12 other children, Robin seemed to be isolated from everything that didn't affect her. Later in the season, when Kody started telling Robin that he was paving the way to re-establish a relationship with his children without her, this lack of empathy became glaringly obvious. Robin initially didn't seem open on television, but her one-on-one conversations with Sister Wives producers made it even more obvious that she wasn't pleased that Kody had ignored her advice. Robin demonstrated her lack of interest and concern by ignoring something that would have helped Kody. Robin's erratic tales exposed her actual character. Many of the things Robin said on Sister Wives were inconsistent, shifting as the season progressed, but some of her experiences and commentary were consistent throughout. In addition to creating problems for viewers who were expecting a coherent retelling of Robin's experience, Robin's incapacity to maintain her storyline also generated problems for the Brown family as a whole. Instead of providing clarity, Robin's incapacity to maintain the accuracy of her stories caused uncertainty for everybody. Even while Robin's explanations of her behavior and objectives have long been viewed with suspicion by some Sister Wives fans, it became even more evident during Sister Wives season 19 that it is difficult to believe her. Robin's actual character emerged as the season went on. Robin tried to give the impression that she was always truthful, but she actually manipulated the facts to fit her own agenda. Robin's conflicting statements about the family led to mayhem. Robin caused havoc in the family during Sister Wives season 19, particularly with Kody's children. Robin frequently made matters worse between her husband and his adult children by preventing him from talking to them or by attempting to become involved in their affairs, even though she was aware that Kody's relationships with several of his children had been tense. Additionally, Robin exacerbated tensions between the other members of the Brown family and her own older children. Robin joined the conflict between her older children and the other Brown children instead of attempting to assist them re-establish harmony. It has always been odd, but Robin's insistence on playing a role in the adult relationships between her children and their siblings caused a lot of trouble on Sister Wives this season. The family had more to discuss than their sorrow when they gathered for the tragedy. The domineering nature of Robin positioned Kody in the center. It became more and more obvious as Sister Wives season 19 went on that Robin's actions have been placing Kody in the middle more frequently than he would want. Although this gives Kody a lot of issues that he must deal with on his own, Robin's domineering behavior causes more than just troubles in his marriage. Robin's domineering behavior has made Kody trim back his relationships in a depressing way rather than letting him move freely in his own. Although Robin's dominance over Kody is not new, it is inappropriate for her to have continued doing so throughout Sister Wives season 19. Even though Kody is obstinate on his own, as the head of a big family, it has never been ideal for him to have Robin hype him up about it behind the scenes. Kody might be living with less regrets if Robin's control issues hadn't surfaced during Sister Wives season 19. One of the most frustrating traits Robin displayed during Sister Wives season 19 was her selective memory. While it's natural for people to forget certain details, Robin's conveniently fuzzy recollections happened far too often, and at critical moments. In confessional interviews, she repeatedly claimed to have no recollection of pivotal conversations and incidents that other family members remembered vividly, some of which were even caught on camera in past seasons. This left viewers scratching their heads. How could Robin deny saying things that were clearly recorded? Her narrative rarely aligned with that of her fellow cast members, and this unreliability fractured not only the family dynamic but also the viewer's ability to trust her. What felt quirky or oblivious in previous seasons now came across as intentionally misleading. When Robin claimed she didn't remember Christine expressing unhappiness years ago or denied having a role in Meri's estrangement, it raised more questions than answers. In the context of a reality show that's built on revealing multiple perspectives, her forgetfulness, real or staged, tipped the scales unfairly and created a distorted retelling of the Brown family's painful collapse. 2. Robyn's lack of accountability was frustrating. Another recurring issue that plagued Robyn's presence in Sister Wives Season 19 was her refusal to take accountability. She often spoke about the chaos in the family as though she had no hand in it, even when she was directly involved. Robyn has frequently positioned herself as the emotional support and peacemaker in the family. But the truth is that her actions, or inactions, have deeply influenced the unraveling of the Brown family. Throughout the season, Robyn continued to deflect responsibility for the deterioration of relationships between Kody and his older children, despite having made choices that clearly created division. For example, when discussing why Janelle's sons were distant from Kody, Robyn implied it was Kody's problem to fix, not hers, even though her home was the one they were seemingly excluded from. When confronted with the consequences of her own insular family unit, she failed to show any meaningful awareness or reflection. This lack of accountability was damaging for 2 reasons. First, it undermined the emotional maturity of the show, which has long been about the complexities of plural marriage. Second, it made it impossible for Robyn to grow or evolve in the viewer's eyes, which hurt her likability and rendered her storyline stagnant. 3. Robyn's behavior toward Kody felt manipulative. While many of Kody Brown's own behaviors are often problematic, Sister Wives Season 19 cast a new light on the influence Robyn may have over him. Viewers noted that Robyn often seemed to direct Kody's emotions and decisions, sometimes subtly, and other times quite overtly. In her attempts to support Kody, she ended up making him more isolated, more bitter, and more removed from his other family members. For instance, when Kody was beginning to show interest in reconnecting with his estranged children, Robyn's reaction wasn't exactly supportive. She seemed cold, skeptical, and even territorial. In private confessionals, she expressed disappointment that Kody was listening to other people instead of taking her advice. This suggested a level of control that bordered on manipulation. By encouraging Kody to see himself as a victim and discouraging efforts to mend his broken bonds, especially with his sons, Robyn's behavior contributed to the perception that she was the gatekeeper of Kody's affections. What may have once been perceived as quirky devotion was now being viewed as strategic influence, creating tension and further isolating her from the rest of the family. 4. Robyn's lack of empathy was obvious. Robyn has long been known for her emotional scenes, particularly her crying and heartfelt monologues. But in Sister Wives Season 19, something shifted. While she continued to cry and lament the state of the family, she seemed to show little genuine empathy for anyone outside her immediate household. This was most evident during moments when Kody discussed reconnecting with his estranged children or when other wives expressed emotional pain. Robyn would often listen but fail to show meaningful concern or support. Instead of expressing solidarity, she focused on how the family's breakdown was affecting her life and her family unit with Kody. The irony was glaring: the woman who cried the most often seemed to care the least. Her behavior was interpreted as self-centered, performative, and emotionally tone-deaf. Viewers expected her to be a nurturing figure, especially in times of tragedy or emotional strife. Instead, Robyn appeared to prioritize her own comfort and narrative, even at the expense of her stepchildren and co-wives. 5. Robyn's inconsistent stories revealed her true nature. Robyn's storytelling was another source of confusion and frustration during Season 19. While reality TV often requires multiple perspectives to paint a full picture, Robyn's recollections weren't just different, they were inconsistent within her own accounts. She would say one thing in a confessional interview and something else entirely in a different setting. This happened repeatedly in Season 19. One example was her ever-shifting explanation of her relationship with Meri. Robyn claimed to be close with Meri and heartbroken over their estrangement, but also shared that she was keeping her distance to respect Meri's boundaries. These contradictory statements made it hard to tell what was true and what was spin. For longtime viewers of Sister Wives, this pattern revealed a more calculated side of Robyn. She seemed more concerned with how she came across than with being consistent or honest. In doing so, she lost credibility, not just with fans, but within the family itself. Her inconsistencies created a ripple effect of mistrust that could be felt in nearly every episode. 6. Robyn's contradictions about the family caused chaos. Not only were Robyn's stories inconsistent, but her actions often directly contradicted the values